What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with some breaking Blue Jackets free agency news for you guys as NHL free agency is officially underway and the Blue Jackets are actually active on day one of NHL free agency. Like, legit? This feels weird. I mean, I know a couple years ago the Blue Jackets were active. They got good Branson, they got Johnny. Like, that was fun. But other than that, when was the last time the Blue Jackets were active on day one of free agency? Exactly. They never usually were. Meanwhile, the Don comes in and already out here making moves. As according to Pierre LeBrun on X/Twitter, and I quote, the Blue Jackets have agreed to terms with Sean Monahan, 5 years, $5.5 million AAV per season. Reunion with Johnny Gaudreau. And the coolest part is, Gaudreau and Monahan have matching term left on their contracts. How about that, right? Johnny's got 5 years left on his contract. And of course, Monahan now has a 5 year contract. So they'll be here together for 5 years. I just hope that that money doesn't come back to bite us in the butt later on, like it did with Branson. I mean, us Blue Jackets fans immediately saw, like, yeah, that was a horrible contract to Good Branson because what exactly has he done? Right? Except beat the crap out of people. That's the one thing Good Branson has done, beat up people. And I love it. Now, the cool thing about Sean Monahan is he's a really good scorer. As Aaron Portzline tweeted this out, and I quote, Gaudreau and Monahan played together and were 1-2 in scoring for hashtag Flames for 4 straight seasons, 2015-16 to 2018-19. This signing with centers Monahan, Fantilli, and Sillinger may allow hashtag CBJ to move Captain Boone Jenner to the wing. That should be fun. Now, looking at Monahan's stats, yeah, it's pretty good last year. With the Canadiens, 49 games, 13 goals, 22 assists, 35 points, and he had a plus minus of -10. And then he went to Winnipeg and he played 34 games, 13 goals, 11 assists, 24 points, and he had a plus minus of 9. So that's where the -1 plus minus that I talked about before came from. Now, of course, in the playoffs with Winnipeg, 5 games, 1 assist, 1 point, and he had a -1 plus minus. Now, overall, in the playoffs, 35 games, 10 goals, 12 assists, 22 points, and he has a -7 in the plus minus category. And in terms of penalty minutes, 4. So, yeah, that's nice. Of course, he spent most of his career with Calgary with Johnny, and then he went to Montreal for what, 1.5 seasons or so, and then Winnipeg. So this should be fun to see what we do with him. Of course, we're still waiting on a new coach. Talked a little bit in my video yesterday, talking about some possible candidates. Todd McClellan, former Kings coach, Dean Avison as well. There's going to be others. Wouldn't be surprised if we interviewed, like, was it Woodcroft, the former Oilers coach? But haven't really heard much there. But yeah, freaking love this signing. I know Johnny does too. I'm pretty sure Johnny's probably already reached out to Monahan saying, welcome to Columbus. Let's freaking get it. Now, for those wondering, are the Blue Jackets done? What do you think? Do you really think that Don is going to make one move? No, he's not done yet. And that was reinforced by this tweet earlier from another Blue Jacket writer, Brian Hedger, and I quote, told the CBJ are working on a few things. Of course, Monahan was one of those things. But yeah, he said, sounds like Monahan is likely one of those things, which it was. We'll see. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up and we'll see what else the Don has in store for us. Man, I tell you what, I've had more fun in the last month with the Don running things than I did with Yarmo. I mean, no disrespect to Yarmo, but Yarmo just didn't really value free agency, it seemed like. He valued the draft more than free agency. Whereas the Don, who's had a lot of success in Carolina, he knows that free agency is as crucial as the draft. So, love to see it. So, yeah, we'll see what else happens. And of course, we're still waiting on that Line A trade whenever that happens. So, if that ever happens, I will have a video. You already know. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm Crazy Dog, and let's go Blue Jackets and keep cooking on. Let's freaking go. Yeah, fire the cannon. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Blue Jackets, and I'm out. For now.